Well, that certainly didn't turn out the way that I thought it would. Yo ho ho, Dom Mafia. Welcome to yet another edition of the Dom Mafia Report, and I come to you today as a defeated man. Yes, that is right. The Buffalo Bills ended up dropping their first game, going 0-1, starting the 2021 season. And while many of you, especially Steelers fans, have been in the comment section saying, "Oh yeah, I bet you're humbled now. I bet you're humbled now," the Buffalo Bills as a team, yeah, for sure, they're definitely humble, and that makes me even more confident in them. However, you might ask the question, Dan, are you humbled? The answer to that, absolutely not. Do you have any idea how big my ego is? The Bills would need to lose every single game for the next 5 years for me and to even go down a half a point. That is how much I believe in this organization. Now, don't get me wrong, I would be an idiot if I didn't tell you that there was definitely some massive concerns that I saw there out in the field, but at the same time, there's also things to be excited about and things that I believe are very fixable as soon as week 2 against the Miami Dolphins. However, I did just want to sort of touch on a couple of things from the game right before we start getting in heavy into week 2 against the Dolphins. Now, obviously going into it, we knew that we were going up against one of the best pass rushes in the entire NFL. And it was clear as day that Josh Allen was having a very difficult time against TJ Watt, Hayward. Devin Bush was doing very well. The secondary was covering everybody. And a lot of that had to do with the fact of the pressure that was consistently in Josh Allen's face. Maybe a lot of it had to do with play calls. I was very upset about the 4th and 8 situation that Sean McDermott ended up calling when we already had the lead, and we ended up giving them just miraculous field position going into it. So things were definitely tough from a pass rush area, and it also didn't help us out that we were just calling penalties left and right, especially with Dion Dawkins. He is a veteran on this team, on this offensive line. We do not need to have a day where he's leading the team and holding penalties. Now, it was almost something to look at, that it was almost inevitable that it was going to happen, because I feel like when you're going up against a pass rush like that offensive linemen are going to draw those kinds of penalties. That's what you bring to the table when you have that type of power on your front seven. But that absolutely needs to be cleaned up. A lot of people were saying that this was Josh Allen's fault. In my opinion, I would place zero to little blame on Josh Allen for this game whatsoever. A lot of it, I think, had to do with the play calling, and a lot of it had to do with just our offensive line essentially being Swiss cheese. Now, a couple of things that I did like about the game is that some might say that our 2019 defense is back. We did tremendous stopping the run in Najee Harris, even without Starr on our defensive line moving that up. It seemed like we addressed our inability to stop the run that plagued us for the past couple of years. Our defense looks damn good. It really, really does. Unfortunately, our offense just didn't end up showing out against that Steelers front seven and secondary going into it. I loved it from the defensive side of things. However, our offensive line really needs to do a better job of buying Josh Allen a little bit more time. And I also need Brian Daboll to stop calling plays for Josh Allen to win MVP and calling plays for us to win games at this point. This is exactly what we need to do. Now, going into week 2, thank God we're playing the Dolphins. Thank God we're playing the Dolphins, and you already know what's coming down. I'm about to be dropping my preview video here either tonight or super early tomorrow. It's time to move on, guys. On to the Dolphins. We still have 16 games left this year. We still have 16 games left, and I'm confident that we're going to bounce back. Dom Mafia, thank you so much for tuning in, and before I let you go, you better always remember, let's go Buffalo.